This is a CBS2 update. I'm Dick Brennan. After weeks of dodging the possibility of a public debate, Governor Andrew Cuomo now says that he's open to debating Governor hopeful Marc Molinaro with conditions. Cuomo challenged the Republican candidate to an impromptu radio debate at 8 a.m. tomorrow on the radio, not television. But Molinaro tells CBS2's political reporter Marc that he would not participate in an unplanned, what he calls a pop-up debate.
I am here. If you want to call me tomorrow, I will be here. If you want to do it with Mr. Molinaro, I will be here.
Governor Cuomo's routine morning call to WCBS News Radio 880 turned into a political bombshell when the governor suddenly agreed to debate Republican opponent Marc Molinaro.
If you want to moderate a discussion, I will be here.
But Molinaro, who has been fruitlessly trying to get the governor on the debate stage for weeks, said not without TV cameras.
Get WCBS, get CBS television, get Marcia Kramer right there, and let's promote it. You cannot expect that voters should accept that two people debate with respect, 8 o'clock on a Saturday, no notice, no TV, no acknowledgement. That's not a debate. It's a staged fraud on the taxpayers of New York.
Molinaro then launched a Twitter tirade, first saying, tell #cowardly Cuomo to debate Marc Molinaro on TV. Then, hey, Andrew, you and me, debate. WCBS Radio and WCBS TV, weekday, 1 hour. Be there. CBS2 got an exclusive interview with Marc Molinaro while he was campaigning in Rochester.
Honestly, on what planet does the incumbent governor get to dictate the rules, have people come begging at a time and a place where voters can't participate? Many in the Jewish community won't be able to listen. He did this to Cynthia Nixon. This is the way he treats taxpayers, as if we work for him.
A spokesperson for Cuomo said Mr. Molinaro has refused the WCBS invitation on the theory that listeners need time to schedule listening to the debate. It is an absurd excuse. Welcome to 2018 and new technology. Listeners now download and engage at their convenience. This situation vindicates what the governor has said all along, which is Mr. Molinaro only wants to debate the debate. Molinaro says he's not interested in a pop-up debate. He wants people to be able to plan to watch and reporters to have time to develop probing questions. I'm Marcia Kramer, CBS 2 News.
A new law in New Jersey that was supposed to make it easier to vote may cause some confusion next month. Under a bill Governor Murphy signed into law in August, people who voted by mail in the 2016 general election were automatically registered to vote by mail this November. Now, those people will have to formally request before Election Day and in writing to vote in person. If you do show up to the polls without having that permission, you won't be allowed into the voting booth, but you can fill out a provisional ballot. The city is joining about 1,000 other American cities and towns in a push to reduce the amount of sugar we eat. The city's Department of Health says it will be working with companies to significantly cut the sugar in their products by 2025. Now, the goal is to reduce sugar in packaged foods by 20% and in drinks by 40%. According to the health department, nearly 68% of packaged foods in America contains added sugar. Wow. The average American eats 17 teaspoons of sugar daily, about 5 times more than they should, based on a 2,000-calorie diet. Well, coming soon to a firehouse near you, the class of 291 new probationary firefighters, 15 of whom are women, graduated from the FDNY Fire Academy today. This is the second largest group of female firefighters to ever graduate. The fire department says this year's class is one of the most diverse, with nearly 43% identifying as people of color. Fire Commissioner Daniel Nigro says it's a reflection that the job is available to every man and woman looking to join New York's bravest.
The number of our female firefighters grows with each class, and through their brave service, these young women will now inspire young girls across our city to one day follow in their footsteps into the world's greatest fire department.
Now, the FDNY has 87 female firefighters, the most in department history, and congratulations to the new ones. Well, the weather's warming up a bit, but do we still need our coats? What do you think? CBS2's John Elliott has a look at the weather.
Hey, it's a Friday. I hope you had a great week and are looking forward to some fun this weekend. Weather will be a little bit more enjoyable today. We have a wind out of the southwest. We've been watching these numbers. We'll be about 10 degrees warmer than we were yesterday. Still a little shy of what you'd expect, but we're working in the right direction. Tomorrow is an interesting day. If you're going out tonight to a movie, Star is Born is great, by the way. It's a little long, but it's good. After midnight, there's a brief shower, and then there could be an early shower. But I think morning activities should be okay. So if you have the yard sale or the garage sale, or you're going to the walk, maybe the Strides for Stripes walk out in Eisenhower Park, I think you'll be okay. Just a brief passing shower. That's about it, if anything. But then in the afternoon, there's another batch. So more of the day is dry than wet, but you've got a flow out of the south, so you finally see a number close to normal for one day, and then here comes this front, and it just kicks in the wind. It's a northwest wind. I mean, it should be sunny, but it's going to be cold for the Jets. It's going to be cold for the Broadway Fall Festival on Broadway in a little city called New York. It's just going to be chilly. There'll be a big drop from Saturday to Sunday, and we're like right back to our old tricks with that November feel on Sunday. Monday, cold start to the week, and then we see some numbers warming up a bit on Tuesday. Watch out for that wind on Sunday.
By the way, John wears that fleece in August, so don't be fooled. And also, by the way, I was right. Of course you need your coat. Now, if you're flying out of LaGuardia this weekend, there are a couple of changes you need to be aware of. The 94th Street entrance north of the Grand Central will be closed just before midnight through noon on Sunday as part of the airport's ongoing redevelopment project. That's the word, I think, for constant delays. Passengers arriving by taxi will have to take a shuttle bus from Terminal B to a temporary taxi holding area on Lot 7. It sounds simple, probably is. Port Authority says the closures will happen on the weekends through November 11th. Oh boy. Well, what would you do with $1 billion? You're hearing a lot of that lately? I have no idea. The Mega Millions jackpot, they call it the Mega Millions. You might want to change that now. It's officially hit that 9-0 mark, and tonight is the night of the record-breaking drawing. The increase comes 3 days after no ticket matched all 6 winning numbers Tuesday night. But don't worry, if you don't have any luck tonight, there's another chance to take home a massive prize. The Powerball for tomorrow's drawing is now a mere $430 million. Not bad. And we'll have the winning numbers on TV and here online at 11 on CBS2. All right, here's a question for you. Do you tip when you pick up your takeout? Do you donate to every cause at the cash register? Maybe, maybe not. The electronic systems are making it easier to leave a tip, but it is easier to create guilt. We know all about guilt. CBS2's Jessica Moore reports.
At Rex Coffee in Hell's Kitchen, the Java is flowing and the tips are flooding in.
They tip more on the iPad, and that's because they're paying with card. And normally that's more so because you don't actually see the money leaving you when you're tipping. So I think it's a little bit easier to be a little bit more generous.
Recommended tipping options on this $3 coffee are $1, $2, or $3, or customers can select no tip at the bottom. According to the Restaurant Association, tips on electronic devices tend to be higher because of those pre-recommended amounts. But does the mere suggestion and direct accountability with a server make customers feel pressured?
I don't think there's a pressure at all. I think 100%. I think people naturally want to get back, and I think tipping is naturally something people want to do, but we're just not a cash culture anymore.
This barista graciously turns away as customers decide whether to tip, but not all do.
You had the opposite experience. If the barista was like staring at you, would that make you feel different?
I think it would definitely make you feel pressure. I don't think you wouldn't tip, but I do like the subtlety of that.
It's not pressure to me to give them a good tip or not. It's a question on whether or not they have performed what the job function the correct way.
But these public displays of gratuity can sometimes lead to tip shaming, making some customers feel less than generous.
The guy's standing right there like, hey, guy, back up. You did great work. You know, if he did great work, I'm going to tell him you did great work, and I'm going to give him the tip, but don't pressure me.
And what about the constant requests for donations at drugstore checkout lines?
That is a little embarrassing and everything. You know, I'll be like, wait a minute, why don't you just come out, just flat out, just, you know, ask me $5 for this and $5 for that. This is not the time right now. I'm just coming in by my product and I'm gone.
Most people we spoke with say they're always happy to give back, but they don't want to be put on the spot. Jessica Moore, CBS 2 News.
Now, some businesses like PetSmart and CVS put the option to donate to charity on the payment screen rather than asking a customer outright. Well, look, up in the sky, it's not a bird or a plane, it's a pumpkin. CBS 2's Cindy Hsu is in Picatinny Arsenal, New Jersey, checking out an unusual lesson students are learning.
Hi, I'm Cindy Hsu. I'm here at the Picatinny Arsenal. We are at a pumpkin slinging contest. I want to show you right over here. They're about to sling the pumpkin, so we're going to watch it go. These are schools from all over northern New Jersey. Here it goes. Ready. Okay, we've never seen anything like that before. That went super, super high. The pumpkins are actually, this is Picatinny, I guess, river or lake. It's supposed to go distance, far, but that one went up. And that's what this is all about. It's all about teaching students engineering and mathematics and science. And so all these schools are competing. We're going to talk to wonderful, wonderfully smart students and tell you about the program here. Anyway, the winners are not going to be announced until about 2:30, so we'll have that later tonight on Channel 2 and much more on social media. Thank you for joining us. Have a great day.
Well, that looks like fun. And that's your CBS 2 News update. Stay with us on CBSNewYork.com along with the CBS New York Facebook and Twitter pages for the latest news as it happens. I'm Dick Brennan. Have a great afternoon.